All right, dude. We're live.
Yo, what's up, man? What's up,
What's,
everybody?
what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining us. Baron and I, or Jason the Ape and I, are searching for the right other side, other deed.
Ooh,
Something that we can use to really build the clubhouse out for OTHERspace FM.
yeah, man. We talked about this earlier today, and we're really inspired. Where 2023, we're gonna try to figure out, how we can take Other Space FM to the next level, and what better of a way to do that than you and I doing a little metaverse shopping and picking up another side deed to build out the Other Space clubhouse in the future, and whatever else we decide to build out for the community, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's exciting, dude. We decided to go halfies. Like, let's the floor is at 1.389 right now.
Yeah.
This might be a good opportunity for us to kind of go halfies and figure out like, all right, what are we gonna do to build this out?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of funny. We talked a little bit before the jumping on right now, and
Mhm,
there's a lot of different ways to look for a deed. So I think,
mhm.
what we can do right now is do a little live research together and do some metaverse shopping and use the tools that we have available and see what we can find in our range that speaks to us and that will be, fucking cool for the community basically.
Yeah, yeah. So how do you I know you look at deeds often. And I'm curious,
Yeah,
like what
like I mean,
how do you
let
usually
this is the old-fashioned way, right? It's basically open space. Open sea, dude. Other space is such a good name that it throws me off.
it's also
Open sea,
confusing.
yeah. So go on other blah blah blah. Open sea for other deed for the other side is a mouthful. Let me just tell you that,
Or other space FM.
bro. So like this is how most people look. This is how I've been shopping for NFTs for the last 2 years. Uh, you go price low to high and just kind of see what's up there, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Sometimes you go to recently listed. You have all these specifics on the side. You can kind of tailor it to what you're looking for and do some shopping, right? And seeing the price is 1.38. I threw out Sean a number. I was like, let's get something that's not the floor, that's not just like that, but something that has like a
We'll
little
see. We
visual
want
appeal.
to get something that, has some good value,
So maybe
maybe
this
someone
36 ether one, right?
w no.
No, no.
Well, we got a lot of the homies saying, "Grab a chaos, grab a grab a acid land." Frosty said acid.
Yeah, if you guys want to throw
Shit.
down. No. Another website to look at looks rare, right? You come over here, see
Mhm.
the floor is a little bit lower actually than OpenSea, right? 1.389 here, 1.31. So right away you're like, okay, maybe there's a little extra value here in that little difference, but it looks
Yeah,
like the
just looking
floor
at the different
lands.
marketplaces.
Yeah, but like there's arbitrage opportunities sometimes, but that's not what we're looking for today. We're looking to pick up one to build, the future other space FM place on, and we
Yeah, we
got to
gotta
do a
get the
little
right
research.
vibe. We gotta get the right vibe too. I think the environment is something, that we're considering too in terms of the vibe of it. Like we're
Right.
probably not gonna get something that's too dark,
No.
and scary. We kind of want it more bright and fun.
Right.
Um,
Like something whimsical, something that's visually appealing, really. Not that these aren't all going to be stunning,
right.
but like this dark blue scary one, this black one, it puts out a different vibe than maybe like, this brighter colored one or the emerald one or this particular kind of one.
Yeah, so that's cool, just kind of I think that's something we definitely are considering as we're going through some of this stuff.
Uh,
Um,
What are you looking? What kind of tools are you looking with right now? Because I know these are kind of the two that everyone's aware of right now. We look at
yeah,
OpenSea, we look at Looks Rare. Any plugins, any specific other tools you're using?
oh, for sure, for sure. Let me share my screen. And also, something that I haven't really used yet, but there's the ApeCoin marketplace as well.
Oh,
And I wonder if they have other deeds and what it might look like.
I didn't even think about
But I will show off the Rara Avis plugin that Bad Teeth helped create. This is a
Nice.
Chrome extension. And just at a glance, as I'm just looking through OpenSea, I can tell like this one doesn't have any resources, you know, because it's missing that icon on the right. So
Right.
just even at a glance, I'm seeing like, okay, cool, I can focus on some of the things that, you know, I think having, if we can get something with 4 resources in every single quarter, that would be sick, you know? So that would be the count, the resource count. And you know, the more resources we have on this, I think that we can definitely find some that might be misplaced in value, you know? So we'll see if we can snipe anything from that.
Well, and it's kind of interesting. I think about this, like we're shopping for metaverse land right now with intent, with a desired outcome already, which is separate from what the purpose of the land is in a sense, right? Like our intent is to build out a place for other Space FM community to thrive and exist. And like, you know, when we do our spaces every Thursday at 11 p.m. AM Pacific Standard Time on Twitter, we could easily move that into a metaverse experience, and hopefully we could do it on the plot of land that we purchase and create this whole experience. So looking at the elements, like, yeah, it's super important for normal thought process and gameplay, but is that important to us for our purposes?
Mhm.
I don't know.
And it's not necessarily like we're getting it to flip it and make profit, you know, or anything like
Exactly.
that. So this is something that we plan on building with.
Like any profit that would come from that land would be from, you know, the value that other space FM creates, and maybe there becomes like, I couldn't even imagine like sponsorships or anything like that, because the whole beauty of being decentralized is that like nobody owns us, right? Like the community is part of what we are growing, and all we want to do is just have fun in this metaverse. So let's find something visually stunning that we can hopefully create in 2023 on. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, dude, I fully expect to, in some sort of way. You know, we saw a lot of things with even just the metadata, the personalization of the deeds that they showed off. You're
Oh
able
yeah.
to like add your story, and I think that gets written on chain. So should be cool to kind of start building a story with the deed.
Do you think on January 11th we're gonna go into the other side, or is that gonna be something separate?
Oh yeah, I don't think we'll have like a other side trip, but
I just can't wait, man.
I
I
think
can't wait
I
to
think
go
they
back.
already said, you know, sometime in March was
Oh,
the
right,
next trip.
right. That's right.
Um, hey, real quick, another thing I know we were talking about earlier is Otherside Wiki
Right.
dot xyz, Otherside hyphen wiki dot xyz. When you go to their site, there's other deeds, and over on the top right, they have browse other deeds. And so this is kind of a really cool browser and way of looking at other deeds as well. And you can, at a glance, you can kind of see some of the information as well, like what resources there are.
Well, so
Um,
then this becomes like a cool tool for how we can decide to search, like what is important for us to have for the other Space FM deed. So, Sean, what
yeah.
would be the first thing that would be like a necessity for us to have, do you think?
Um, I think it should at least have one resource, at least like a resource count.
Okay. Yeah, I could
But
see that.
um, I think also um I think the environment tier
Yeah.
could be another good thing to look at, so that we have like a great base of how evolved that environment is, and I think that will contribute to the entire experience as well. So
Yeah, I think for myself, I'm an either or kind of thing. I either want a high environment tier or at least not a number one environment tier.
yeah,
Or do some chemical goo shopping, because we've heard location, location,
yeah,
location. And so maybe we can't, you know, swing a biogenic swamp, but chemical goo is
yeah.
fairly underpriced right now, I think.
No, I agree, man. Yo, All C said check out 55630.
Ooh, all right. This is a good idea. Let's have the community do some shopping with us.
Yeah, we need help.
Dude, we should set up like a link for donations where if the community just wants to donate any ape coin for this purpose, I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I'm not opposed either, man.
Propinas para mí.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where I can just type in the
Just go to Otherside OpenSea and type it into there. Dang, I don't know if
what
you
was
can
it?
hear. Oh, bro, I forgot. Let me.
5630.
I have it on full screen right now.
Ooh.
Wow. All right,
nice.
you know what?
Okay. This is really cool. All right. So look, you got a tier 5
Who's Willie
environment. You got a tier 5 environment. This is called Bog. Yeah, it's really cool. And we got resources in each spot. So you have 4 different resources, and they're different ones.
That looks nice, man.
Oh, and it's a sediment tier 3, which is, I believe, under stats. Sediment tier 3 of 3. Okay. And so it's cool at a glance to kind of see that in the plugin.
What does the sediment tier mean? What is?
Dude, I have no idea. Like, I didn't learn about this because, I know there's the environment tiers right here, but I didn't realize they had sediment tiers, and it doesn't show it right here. You got to like open up the stats, and then right here it says sediment tier 3 of 3.
There's so many amazing ways to search for deeds. I mean, with over 100,000 out there, there's quite a bit of variety. So thank you for sharing this one. This one's incredible.
Yeah, and let's just take a look at the price, just because it's not on the floor right now.
It's not on the floor right now. That's what I'm saying. Who's Willie Anderson? Maybe we could put in like a 2 Ether offer or something. He's a community member. Maybe he'll give us a hookup.
Maybe. But yeah, Willie just got it 6 hours ago.
Oh,
for
1.6.
Oh, for 1.6.
Wow.
All right.
All right.
So see, that's the thing. 6 hours ago, 1.6.
Yeah.
We can probably find something. That gives me hope.
Yeah, dude. And so this is all about shopping today. This doesn't mean we're pulling the trigger today by any means.
Yeah.
But I think that this is another thing in this space is to start to visualize what you want, use your tools, and then start to check often. Set yourself up with like a number, a percentage of ETH you want to spend comfortably. Since it's a split 50-50, we're going to find out our range. And then we'll kind of go from there. I think for me, I'd be down to put in like 0.8 to 1 Ether.
I was going to say 1 ETH. It sounds like if we can do 1 ETH, and that being our budget, like I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that gives us a lot of range. Okay, so then that puts us at the 2 ETH mark. That helps shopping. So now we can go over to our filters. And are there any like price filtering that we can do?
On Otherside Wiki, am I in the right tool? Here,
I know you can on other
I'll do it
on
right
OpenSea.
here.
Jesus Christ, I'm struggling.
Okay. So price max 2.
Boom. Now this should make it fairly easy to see what's available. Of course, it's going to be us now switch it to high to low.
And then what else?
So I would just go up to where it says price low to high, switch it high to low, and then see what people have up at the 2 range.
Okay.
That was a super nice plot that he just showed a minute ago. All right.
Yeah, that was
Luster's
really
nice.
This is pretty cool. I kind of like this this vibe.
Yeah, it's visually pretty appealing.
There's no picture that's loading.
I know that always happens. OpenSea is just
So, but yeah, just from an environment perspective, Veldon, I think it has like a really cool design. It almost seems like they're like an academy vibe, you know. Um, and this alien kind of pattern that we see show up in a lot of different things is really cool.
Yeah,
And so,
it's really visually appealing and like welcoming, right?
stone has stone and natural elements too, which is cool.
That's a tier
But,
3. What do you think all the
oh yeah.
different shapes are? I just started noticing this earlier when I
Hmm.
was shopping, is that all the deeds have different shapes that they're resting in, like on the card. Like this one, pull back a little bit to the next.
Like yeah, right here.
Yeah,
So yeah,
what's that about?
I think that's really cool. And I noticed that some of them have the like lines and
Yeah,
some don't, right? And the ones with the lines tend to be like, you know, deeds that are probably more attractive. What's going on here?
open seas, man. This is why we jump around to different tools because it ends up being frustrating.
Why is it
10,000 each.
showing? Yeah, why is it
Maybe
showing?
just
Of
yeah.
course. We
Let's start
we get
over.
rid of this. All right. It's because I'm price high to low. And
All right.
then now let me go back to price max 2 ETH. All right, thank goodness.
Boom.
Okay.
All right. Let's try again.
So yeah, that one, that's kind of cool, but just one resource. Um
I mean, right now when we're looking, what are we looking for? We're looking for something that's visually appealing, something that's not dark color wise, within our price range that hopefully has one element on it that's worth our buy-in. Some
yeah.
of these look pretty neat, but I don't know. I feel like it'll just hit when it does. I think a chemical goo would be really interesting to look
Mhm.
at as you know, kind of one of our main focal points as well.
No, I like that. You know, that's right in the middle of everything, and let's do that. So that would be under sediment.
And there's only 20,000 out of 100,000 of those, so I like those numbers. Ooh, that blue one's really nice looking to me.
Ooh, it is. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Tier 2. I wonder what this one is.
I mean, the mystery one, it's pretty appealing. Let's buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, we would have did well.
Yeah, not bad. All right, so, okay, that's cool. Oh, jeez. Okay,
All right, we got things happening. Biogenic swamp is turned on now.
I gotta clear all
Okay.
these. Jesus. All right, so chemical.
Yeah, and so another way you can search is just typing in right there at the top, which is a nice feature they've added
Yeah,
recently.
instead of the long way. What else do we say?
Um,
2 ETH. So
2
that's
ETH
over
floor.
here.
Yeah, price. That's it.
Okay,
Let's check those out.
and buy now.
Whoa. That one for 1.6 and the one for 1.89 just right away are like, wow, those look nice.
Ooh, this one?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
That
No
puts us under budget.
resources. No
Okay.
resources, but
Yeah.
it's still cool,
See, and that
man.
that becomes to the question that I had earlier is like how important are resources for our purpose, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got some legends in the chat right now too. Both Frosties, I'll see you out there. Do you think it's worth it if we get one without resources? Like if we really like 20302, um, is it even worth it to you all? Really curious to hear that. Hey, in the meantime, Baron, do you think you could look up 11263? Alcy had mentioned.
What was it again?
I put up on the screen 11263. Get your screen up there.
Oh, this is nice. This is very cool.
Ooh.
OpenSea just never wants to do that. Oh,
Yeah, that one's sick. Whoa, tier 5. That looks so dope.
yeah, that's gonna be badass. The tier 5 ones, I think, were what we saw in those visuals that we got a little taste of the other day.
Mm.
This just looks cool with the chemical goo and the green together visually.
I agree.
But
Damn.
at 2.79, we're gonna need some community donations for that one.
Oh man. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I like that a lot.
I think what's really cool about this is how much variety there is, and there is a lot of opportunity to find something cool because a lot of people will just put it up because they want to go to the next thing, or they're not really in this for the long term. So
Mm.
maybe we'll do this recently listed. Sometimes you can snipe a massive opportunity like this. I like this one a lot.
Oh yeah.
5 tier for 1.89, but nothing on it.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't know. So this is what Alcy said. If we can move resources eventually, you could always relocate from your other plot. So if resources could be moved from one deed to another, because they are dynamic NFTs, so we still don't know if you could do that, right? But if you could do that eventually, then yeah, then
That
a lot of
was
these without resources, you should be able to harvest something on them,
right. Right, yeah. I mean, but like
That's a really good point.
if the point is for us to be creating a clubhouse and an experience, are the elements necessary because those will be components to build with, or are they
Yeah, right. So, yeah, if you have the right environment and we have other deeds,
this looks cool.
well, I guess it comes down to like those materials have a cost associated with it, right?
Right.
So we would just be contributing from all the other deeds that we or resources that we're able to harvest from our other deeds, our other
Yep.
deeds.
I mean, this would be the dream, is to just get an acid land and call it a day.
Yeah, please.
Let's see what 2.68 isn't horrible.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, but
Damn.
it's like nothing on it. Oh no, you know what? 1 dot of oblivion. 1 dot
Yo, that's awesome. What tier is that?
1. It's all ones. So like the floor of that is that much. And then you can go up, they get a
I
lot
feel like
nicer.
tiers you could probably, upgrade and somehow, like be
See,
able
and
to
that's something I
evolve it.
wondered too, is like, can you build it up? Will you be able to pay for ApeCoin to build it up? Like,
Yeah.
will I be able to connect my lands together in some way where that 1 plus the 5 that I have are now like a 6? Or
Hmm.
I don't know, man. But that's a cool one. I think also looking at specific plot types that we like are cool. Like I thought the mycelium land was really just visually stunning. I I need one for my collection, but I don't have one. So I thought maybe this could be one we look at. Um, decent decent options in our range.
Yeah, that mycelium is really nice.
Oh, $2. Oh shit, I would love to pay $2 for another side. All right, so there's 5 in our price range. We have the one at the bottom, 3 tier with nothing. 3 tier with something. All right. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't from other open space. Open sea. Jesus. So this has Whisper and Rainbow Atmos. This is cool. 1.86. That comes with some nice stuff on it. I don't know, man. What are you feeling, Sean?
Dude, right now I'm looking at here, I'll share my screen. I'm on the Otherside wiki and I put this quick filter of 4 resources
Oh, okay.
and chemical goo.
Ooh.
Um but it looks like I'm trying to figure out how it's priced, how it's sorted, because I want to be able to get just ones under like
Yo,
5 ETH.
that one right there next to the left of the luster, I want one of those. Those are
Dude,
super cool.
that's
Wow.
10 ETH.
What is that? What is that type?
Botanical
Yeah, that's super cool. The
right
botanical
here.
is beautiful.
So we can look at botanical. This is really cool.
Yeah.
But let me go back. But here, botanical.
Wow.
So we got one that's 3.98,
Okay.
just to give us a ballpark.
Man, those are super cool.
Wow, four resources too for tier 4.
With chemical goo. Shoot, no, that's not too crazy. That's like 2 floors for that one.
Yeah,
It's really difficult to do this kind of shopping because, you know, when you set yourself with a budget, you have to look for opportunities. We still don't know what we're going to be able to do with all this stuff, right? But we have an idea. Especially since we've been doing our show for 6 to 7 months now, I think. Like we've started to come up with ideas of what we'd love to see created on these spaces. And
mhm.
now actually getting ready to, you know, do some shopping together and pull a trigger, it gets more exciting because now you're really looking like what would the vibe be like? You know, it's like going to shop for property almost, like real estate. I mean, in a sense, it is.
Oh, thank you. He said shop or
Oh,
click floor right here to sort it. Thanks for that. Yeah, dude, I agree with you, man. And I think this is like we haven't really given it much thought until today to like go deeper into some of these details, like which ones kind of are attracting for that vision.
right. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun to pick one, and I think we'll know it when we see it, you know?
Yeah, dude. Um
But that was cool. That was really a fun way to show the tools that we have available when we're looking for something like a deed.
yeah, I'm like now I'm gonna just constantly be behind this stuff, dude. But that's good because I don't like shopping for something like getting having an impulsive buy. Like this is something like we also want to make sure we set up like a multi-sig wallet, right? So that we could make sure this is secure and safe. So there's definitely some things like we want to do to set this up, right? And then be able to snipe something over here, but definitely don't want to wait too long if we see these other deeds going up in price and value pretty soon. Because
Right,
I think people don't know about other deeds, or we're set to learn a lot more about the other deeds and the value that they offer. I think there's still things that have yet to be fully defined, except for what we got, on the website and the light paper,
right.
which we know is tied to the like resourcing and like the authoring and manufacturing process, with regards to the resources. So hopefully as we begin to learn more and more about it, um, I think people are going to start to understand and see the value, and perhaps the floor could potentially go up. So
Well, I
I'd
mean,
rather get it sooner.
and I agree with you that we should because, you know, there could always be an announcement by any sort of project out there, especially with Yuga having an announcement on the 11th or the Bored Apes rather. Like that could easily create a speculation bubble out of nowhere and push the price up. So I agree.
Yeah.
It's good to do it when we have the purpose in front of us. So we'll do a little shopping. Let's turn on notifications and look for something that speaks to us, man, and get ready to create something epic for the Other Space FM community.
Yeah, dude. And I want to shout out Frosties and Aussie participating in the chat and helping us find a deed. Like, keep sending your suggestions. These are
Yeah.
great. We definitely need the help.
I,
So,
yo, what we should do too is post this out on our Twitter and ask the community to help us find one, and see what
yeah, man.
people might. Maybe someone's holding something and wants to just part with it, and they want to sell it to us. That could work.
You never know, man. I like the way you think. Very I think that's the thing is this has been so cool just kind of doing it alongside with others. You know what I mean? And uh that's one of the funnest things is like we're all part of something that's happening, and it's just been exciting to participate in all of this.
Yeah, it's been a blast, man. Well, I'm glad we did this today. We got Other Space FM on Thursday in 2 days, so looking forward
Yeah.
to that, and we'll have some fun stuff to talk about.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate y'all helping out. And we'll catch you guys later.
Later, guys.